everybody, how's it hanging? I am just here on the aisle as a little potato. Look at me. Teeny tiny. So, anyway, I'm not here playing anything serious. I'm just kind of vibing, you know? Figured I would hop on, just chat randomly, you know, talk, you know, talk your ears off. Yeah, no, just nothing interesting, you know? My friends aren't really around right now. Everyone's at work. I get Fridays off. Over in the good old, I'm over in the U.S. of A. So, yeah, like I said, I get Fridays off. It's just kind of my work schedule's a bit weird. I work part time. Do a lot of stuff at a dog daycare, but that's a different thing for a different time. For now, I'm just kind of here hanging. I can see another dibble already over there. Oh yeah, I should probably get my mutation. Silly me. So, I don't even know what I got here for specifically. I just decided, hey, I'm gonna hop on, I'm gonna do something, you know? Yeah, so, let's see here. What do I feel like today? Honestly, oh god, Sarah's, that's not something I need in my life. Oh gosh. Alright, I don't know, I feel like... Because, like, the tough part's the night time's always so long, it feels like it draws out, but I mean, there is this, but at the same time, it's like, what really constitutes as larger for me at this rate? It would save me as a baby, but, you know, you bleed pretty hard, but I might be able to get this later, so I feel like I should wait on that. I'm gonna honestly go with this one. Yeah, I don't play a ton of Diabloceratops really in the end of the day. Wait. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and back up and okay, why is my so I seem to be having issues with controls. I'm not sure if it's like just a general thing. There's no alt attack on. Alright, right mouse button, aim action out. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's my right mouse out. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah. Big thing is I need to get past all this chaos. So, ooh, they're everywhere, dude. Ooh, Crozoli. Oh crap, that's where that is. I don't even know if I want to go there. Part of me thinks I just kill myself off, you know. But anyway, I figured, you know, it's just kind of like one of those times where I can just chat with everyone, or chat with myself rather. You know, whoever comes by watches this, they can just, you know, be like, oh, I agree, or oh, I disagree. But you know, end of the day, it's like, you know, whatever. Chatting is chatting. Keep it respectful, obviously. Always an important thing to do. You know, I'm the sort of person where, like, I see all these, like, salty little, like, bitch comments on my videos sometimes, every once in a blue moon, for people who actually watch and shit, and I'm like, I don't care, man. Like, you know. Yeah, I get hyped during the gameplay and shit, but otherwise, like, well, outside of that, it's just like, you know, why care about so much that you have to, like, you know, leave some little, like, you know, pissy comment on a YouTube video, dude. Like, if you don't like it, then, I mean, like, you can, you know, it's fine to disagree, but do it respectfully, otherwise just move the fuck on, man. You know, I never understood that mindset, really, of, you know, I don't like this content, so I'm gonna get all, you know, like, you know, I'm gonna say some rude shit and whatever. It's like, hey, that's not how the world works, man. Or it does, but that is how the world works. That is how the world is, you know. But who am I to really do that myself? You know, it's one of those things where people do it to me. I'm just, whatever, man. I just, you know, delete the comment, block them, whatever. It's really not something that runs past my mind half the time. I don't know, man. Yeah, so, I don't know. I don't care for spreading hate, you know, genuine hatred or shit like that, or, you know, letting small things ruin my day. You know, and obviously you're gonna have the people like, oh, well, you're talking about it right now, you're making a whole video, and I was like, no, not really, I'm just discussing the, you know, what comes to mind, really. And, if it really bothered me that much, then, I mean, I don't know. I'll just still figure out a way to get over it. It's like, what's the point, you know? Letting one, two, what, five people, you know, who are being rude ruin my day. It's not really that terrible. Oh god, did I kill service? Yeah, it's the end of the day. It's just one of those things where, like, I don't get it. Live your life, have fun. Like, what's the point in letting people get in the way of your happiness? You know? Yeah, it's like, look at me, I'm a fat little happy dibble, but again, I know I'm gonna have the people who like try to like psychoanalyze everything I say and do in this and be like, oh yeah, well no, you're actually so bothered by it because you're, you know, saying this and that. It's like, no, again, dude, I'm just addressing it, but it's possible to address things still without necessarily being bothered by it. But with that aside, let's just move on, you know, no point. I said what I need to say, and I'll do what I need to do. Yeah, right now, just dibbling along, and now I've hit a cliffside. Crap, does that mean I have to go around these guys after all or something? Don't look forward to that. So, I guess for those who have gotten far enough into this, what's your favorite playable, huh? Hell, what do you like to play just in general, herbivores or carnivores? I'm pretty flexible myself. However, I prefer the herbivores. Actually, that's a good thing to talk about. So, a lot of people, especially in this game, because I'd normally like to say it's just a bunch of, like, you know, goofy-ass teenagers who really don't know any better and, you know, need time to mature and learn about these things, but I hate to say it, it's really not. Oh, God. It's genuine adults who, like, have this mindset, that... I don't know what that was. Oh! Yeesh! Yep. Come here, buddy. There we go. Alright, let's zoom in a little. I'll get back to the topic soon here. But, well, I guess I could still talk technically. I'm just gonna have to watch myself, but... So yeah, anyway, it's just one of those things of, like, I just prefer, herbivores. You have a lot of people who are, like, have this mindset that, like, herbivores are, like, gonna be weak and should always be, like, cowardly and stuff, and it's like, that's really not the case. In real life, you know, you have all these examples of, like, lion cubs being, like, stomped to death by friggin' water buffalo just because, like, you know, they're one of those things that, like, not only that, an argument I hear a lot is like, oh, herbies shouldn't be this aggressive. It's like, no, they are. Like, everybody in this game wants it to be realistic and likes the realism, quote unquote, likes the realism, until it goes against them, basically. You know, and, like, the fact is, in real life, a lot of herbivores can be exceedingly hyper-aggressive, especially larger ones. Like I said, water buffalo, they stomp lion cubs to death just because, to get rid of a threat. And the big thing with that is that, you know, a lot of people don't want to accept that, like, you know, tennos go around being aggressive. And I'm like, well, yeah, because, you know, because of hunting pressure. You know, and that's just kind of the reality of things. End of the day, you know, herbivores are very much so in a situation where they can absolutely be very aggressive. Sorry about that. I'm kind of focusing, trying to get my camera situated. But, yeah, no, herbivores are exceedingly aggressive in real life, and they have some equipment to really do damage. A lot of people just can't seem to realize that. So it's like, alright then, but, like, at that point, you know, herbivores gotta survive too, at the end of the day. And that's my problem with the Isles player base, is, like, again, they always have this idea that, like, it's only, you know, only certain types of realism is allowed, and it's the types of realism that basically doesn't go against what they want it to be. You know, fact is, it's like, yeah, fact is, it's just like, ooh, get him. Well, he got cocky, and that's, that's what he gets. He's probably gonna go and complain like, oh, Dibbles need a nerf, Carnos are too weak, wait. That's the thing. It's like, people expect herbivores to be not herbivores, sorry, carnivores to be the strongest only thing in the world, but there's a reason why a large portion of large carnivores, and carnivores in general, often see significant hunting failures in life. And a lot of that is because of the fact that people just don't want to accept the fact that herbivores are very much so equipped in ways to survive and fight back against carnivores. Even hunting even when lions hunt a single zebra, it's an exceedingly high risk for the lions, yeah, like, at 1 in every 10 hunts or so usually is a success, but that's, again, 1 in every 10 hunts. Like, that's actually not that impressive when you think about it. The fact of the matter is, a lot of people have this, like, I guess, unwavering belief that carnivores are the strongest, most undefeatable thing on the face of the earth when they're not. Every animal out there, that's, realistically is very much so mortal in its own sense. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, but carnivores, wait. It's like, no. And the problem is, people whine so much about herbivores being too OP or, like, being a problem. It's like, well, I mean, here's the thing. If all of you carnivore players didn't go around just, like, literally, like, dropping every single body you saw, every single herbivore you saw, in the game, then, I mean, fact is, herbivores wouldn't have the need to be so overly aggressive. Now, don't get me wrong, you're still going to find those players who are absolutely just assholes about everything. Like, I'm never going to deny that fact. Like, the fact is, this is a game where humans, play as these dinosaurs, and we can't always control human nature. But at the end of the day, if people were regularly more respectful, and actually played in a realistic manner, like they always seem to want it to be, then technically we'd have a situation where a lot of the herbivore players wouldn't have to feel the need to be exceedingly aggressive toward the carnivore players. And, you have a lot of people whining and bitching about baby killing as well for the carnivores. But again, that's not only realistic technically, but that is just a result of the hunting pressure on a lot of the herbivore players from the carnivore players. Because the thing is, you'll have these kill packs of, like, 5, 6, 7 carnos going around just, like, destroying every single herbivore they see. And, like, they won't just simply take a body, eat it, and once they're full... Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. But, a lot of these players, the carnivore players specifically, they just want to kill. They kill to kill, and, most of the time they just leave bodies be. And, again, that's not really how it works. And if herbivore players like myself had a situation where the carnivore players were a lot more respectful and only took what they needed to eat, then, yeah, no, we really wouldn't be as aggressive as many of us are. And it's not, again, I'm not saying that every herbivore player is going to conform to this mindset. By any means, I'm not saying that. But I am stating that, there'd be much less of an issue with just excessively aggro herbies if the carnivore players were also more respectful in the first place. And, I'm not entirely blaming the carnivore players. There are some who absolutely try to be respectful about how they hunt herbies. And the herbies are just total assholes and bodyguard and all that shit. And I'm like, I don't like that either. It's, to a degree that's realistic. Like, in real life, there's situations where, water buffalo, again, they will actively try and fight back against lions on a body if it comes down to it. And they might even, do so until they kill 1 or 2 or even as many lions as they can. And just chase the lions off for, until later. And they could be like 30 minutes later, it could be an hour later. Eventually the lions get the body. But it's not, bodyguarding does happen in real life, fact of life, especially when babies are involved too, that's a big thing. But, again, I'm rambling, I'm getting off topic. The big issue, again, I'm not blaming the carny players, entirely. I think a lot absolutely have a flawed idea of what realism actually is, and they're honestly, a lot of them are very much so whiny victims, or victim complex sorts of people. Where they, do something. It's basically oh no, the consequences of my own actions are coming back to bite me in the ass. It must be the fault of the other people that I just, continuously harassed and killed and, forced into the, having to be this mindset and act this way. So that's the big thing there is like, why do you set yourself up for a situation and then you whine and cry when that situation happens, you know? Like, you would think that people would figure out exactly why that is going on, but a lot of the Carney players, again, not all, but a lot, seem to just be very ignorant to the fact that, you know, their actions are, frankly, what are causing the most annoying parts of the aisle to them. Like, if you don't want aggro Herbies, start acting in a way that you don't have to create Herbies, you know, that are exceedingly aggro. You know, you could just easily be like, you know, let's say you make a kill, right? And they're guarding the body. Well, you don't have to play into that then. Just leave for a bit. I know it's going to be really fucking annoying. Don't get me wrong. I understand. It's going to be exceedingly annoying to have to deal with that. Because I don't want to, you know, starve out either. But there's also, it's a situation where there's AI now in the game and there's options. So you really, when it comes down to it, you don't have an excuse to just, you know, whine and cry about it. You can just go and solve your own problem by doing something else. And who knows, maybe that body's going to be there later, you know? So end of the day, it's a give and take, though. But as someone who plays Herbies a lot, you know, and I've played a lot of Carnivore, though, too, just as much, I can honestly see these things from both ends of the, you know, argument. And I'm certainly going to say I also absolutely agree that a lot of Herbie players are absolutely exceedingly aggressive and really shouldn't be. And there's just Herbie players who are honestly assholes. There's cannies, there's people who just, like, attack for no reason or, you know. And I've been those Herbies sometimes. But, again, a lot of that just stems from the fact that, like, if I don't attack the Carnivore first, they're going to attack me first. So I got to get rid of the threat at the end of the day, or at least, you know, if I'm a Packy, for example, break his bones, you know. But, yeah, I think it's a very hit-and-miss argument, I find. It really takes an open-minded person to recognize the reality behind this argument of, you know, oh, aggro Herbies, oh, Carnies are the problem. Like, who's the problem? Everybody, honestly. Both sides of the problem. They each have their own individual things that they do that I find very obnoxious. I do not necessarily agree with, like, certain takes, but I also can understand certain takes as well. Yeah, so, anyway, I'm just getting to the sanctuary now, so hopefully that means I'll be able to eat some mushrooms and grow, and, yeah, you know, who knows. I mean, hey, we got, like, a smidge of action, so, I'll be honest when I say I obviously can't guarantee a lot going on in this video. Again, this was more just meant to be a, you know, kind of a vibe video, kind of hang out, chat, you know, discuss some topics, which I'm doing right now. I make actual content eventually, but, like, it's also one of those things where, oh, wait, is that mushrooms? Wait, is that mushrooms? Oh, it is, okay. Oh my god, that was hidden. Oop, not what I meant to do. I am so used to other controls. So yeah, it's, you know, it's one of those things where, I don't know, I just want to see a situation where the game's less toxic, and the fact is, like, you know, it's, the tough part is, so many people on this version of the Isle are so exceedingly toxic that it's almost like you have to be toxic in return. Actually, I'm thinking almost, so I'm gonna check with a couple friends of mine, who actually play the Isle with me, and I'm gonna see if maybe we can even try to, set up a video, you know, if anyone might like that, where we try to be, you know, respectful as whatever we're playing. You know, let's say we're carnivore, right, and we, see an Herbie herd and we need food, right? If we hunt that herd and we drop a body, we will give them space to decide if they want to leave or not, and then if they don't, we'll just leave the body or something like that. You know, and yes, we're gonna probably be in a situation where the Herbies will be like, oh my god, they're leaving the body, not even eating it. It's like, well, you guys prevented us from it, so. But again, it's, something I can check with some friends, because, like, I think it would be interesting to see how, if I started trying to play the game in a way that made sense, and did so in a respectful manner, that maybe, it could change the mindset of some people, you know? Or even, you know, show that, like, you know, some people will probably be like, oh, wow, that, you know, that, carnivore or whatever wasn't that bad, you know, and stuff like that, or I don't know. But, again, that's my kind of idea. If you've even gotten this far into the video and you agree, then go ahead and let me know, and I'd be happy to set that up. Otherwise, I have a practice server that I own. It's just a little 10 slaughter. It's mostly for friends and I. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Oh, 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 ouch. Okay, so anyway, I'm no longer allowed in there. Crap, oh, God, ow. No, 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 ow, ow, ow. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Where are those mushrooms? I could use those. Alright, fine. I'm out. Alright, bees. Alright. I get it, bees. I get it. Oh, God. Oh, get me out. Oh. Okay, so we're not doing that again. So, anyway, yeah, so, as I was saying, I have a practice server. It is mostly just for friends and I. However, I noticed there's a severe lacking of semi-realism servers out there, or at least servers with like decent rules, because you have either semi-realism with like honestly sometimes a little too much rules, and then you have the servers that are like very laid back but have like the real annoying rules of like, oh, you can mass kill if you want, I don't give a shit. So if anyone was interested, I'd be open to setting up a opening, dumbass. Anyway, I'd be open to setting up a server that had some level of rules, but wasn't as intensive as semi-realism. It could be like there is a body down just to make sure that people aren't being toxic and mass killing. Also to save server, stuff. There would be rules for protection on body, unless challenged by another carnivore, obviously. Again, it's just one of those things like I'm just simply spitballing here, but I'd be open to suggestion, I'd be open to like discussing and figuring something out, but I'm more than happy to set up a server of my own if people were interested in making a nice small community where ideally I'd try to just avoid any severe toxicity. Because there's one thing if you're like in the game and just like, shit talking like, with your friends, like, oh, come here, bitch, get back here, you little bum, or little shitbag, stuff like that. Like, I do it all the time, but it's another if it's like, actually like, oh, you're a piece of shit, you just killed a baby, and it's like, well, listen, I had to because I was hungry. That kind of thing. It's like, I would try to discourage that level of toxicity is all. Of like genuine targeted toxicity. But again, it's a spitballing thing. I'd be open to suggestion. I'd be open to hearing people out. I'd be open to working with people on this. I already have a group of people who I know would make a pretty reliable staff team for me. And there could be things where like we do events, we give people grows, etc. So again, if you're open to that, absolutely, could you please just reach out and hell leave a comment or and stuff like that. I could even make it a 18 plus only space for that way it's more adults than there are like teenagers who honestly frankly tend to lack a lot of emotional regulation. But again, it's spitballing again. It's really up to how it goes in the end, but like I said, please just definitely let me know, and I'm totally down to create something that's more level. That's not necessarily like as strict as semi-realism, but not necessarily as KOS-y as like low rule servers or whatnot. But that's just speculation again too, and it's one of those things where you're welcome to let me know. All right, so I gotta get all the way to my migration zone, or maybe I'll get a patrol zone somewhere. But oh yeah. So I'm on a server that's supposedly semi-realism. If I'm being honest, I don't fully believe it, but I guess we will see how that goes, yeah, so, I'm just gonna mosey along, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm hanging out in a VC right now on my personal server, with the, personal gaming server. Who knows, maybe some buddies will jump in at some point, if they're free, but I don't know. I'm just gonna mosey on along. Dibble time. Looks like I'm in South, I think, actually. Or at least a part of South. Admittedly, I thought I was, like, near the... Oh, wait, no, I was at West Rail. West Rail. Blech. I was at West Rail. I just... Okay. I got it now. Oh, patrol zone. Hell yeah. That should at least get me a second nutrient minimally. But I'm gonna hide in this bush right now. I had some food arrive. I'm gonna go grab that. So enjoy some bush sitting content, everybody. Be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. What is crack lagging, my guys? So I got my food. You know, I ordered some Thai food. Got some drunken noodle and spicy fried rice with tofu. No, I'm not a vegan or anything. I actually like tofu surprisingly. Um, I'll happily eat some tofu and veggie mix as much as I'll eat a cow. Heck, I have 10 pounds of ground beef in my freezer right now from one of the cows my family slaughtered recently. Or, well, actually last year. So, again, I'm certainly a very diet, but that's a whole different thing, subject. Like what you like. It's a lifestyle choice more than anything. That's it, so. But I'm not going to force my diet or my beliefs on anyone else, because those are strictly my own things. Now, that aside. So, anyway, yeah, no, I'm just, I'm vibing, I'm living my life. I'm a little dibble. And hopefully can find some equals out here. But anyway, I'm thinking I'll probably bring this to a close, admittedly. The whole goal of this, video was to just, again, chat. And I think I've all but achieved that. And I don't want to, bore anyone with any other stupid shit, so. Yeah, so and also I think I better log out before those omnis find me. All right, guys. So it's been a great one. Again, if you'd like more content like this, where it's just me chatting, I could even bring some friends on board, and we can just do casual chat while we play. Go ahead and let me know. I'd be happy to make stuff like this, where maybe it's just something relaxing that people can hang out to and do some chores to or whatever. Listen on their headphones. But till then, I will catch you guys next time. I hope you have a good day and keep spreading positivity, y'all. Thank you very much.